guys, so the first thing we're going to do is take this light gray color from the Morphe 35K palette, and we're going to use this as our transition. I usually use a warm shade, like a tan or a brown, but this is going to be a cool toned look, kind of a New Year's Eve night out, very cool toned makeup look. So we're starting off with this color, and then we're going to go in with this deeper gray. It's like a grayish slate blue. It's matte again, and we're going to apply that on top. Just work it in your crease, and again, just going to be a transition shade, and you're going to have to keep building maybe 3 or 4 times. So just keep building until you feel like the color is vibrant enough and deep enough. And then after that, we're going to go in with this next shade, which is a dark kind of grayish black. And we're going to use a smaller brush and just kind of work this on the outer V, outer crease area. This is where those shadow shields come in. I love these. So you just come to pack it on and then buff it out with your brush, and then we're going in with the black, which is the hardest color to work with in my opinion. So again, just kind of dab it on and then blend it out. Take your time, don't be rushed. So then I'm taking this MAC Dazzleshadow and Get Physical. This is like a really shimmery blue, and I just slow this clip down because I always get out of frame. I need to work on that. So just apply that to your lid, and then we're going in with this tan shade. This shade is going to kind of bring some warmth back into the look so it's not so harsh. So anytime you feel like something's a little harsh, go in with a kind of tan, warm brown shade lightly in the crease, and it just kind of pulls it all together. So now I'm taking Sugar Pill Grand Tiara pigment, and again, I lost this clip. I don't know what is going on, but I applied that to the inner part of my eye. As you can see here, it is extremely pigmented. Just spray your brush with Fix Plus, and you apply that on the inner part of your lid. And then I'm doing a wing. I'm so sorry about losing that clip, but I thought this tutorial was so beautiful. I didn't want to scrap the whole thing for that, so just kind of pack that on the inner part of your lid. You can use any pigment you have on hand. And then I applied some Lena Lashes in Lara, and then we are going to conceal. I'm using my Urban Decay Naked Concealer, and then I believe I'm using my IT Cosmetics Eye Lift in a tube. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. So I'm mixing those two, and then we're just going to blend it out as usual. I'm speeding up the process just so we're not sitting here forever. So blend it out to your liking. Then when you're done with that, we're going to set. I'm using my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, which is my Holy Grail powder. So we're just going to apply that heavily under the eyes, and this is going to be baking. You can see me doing it right here. And for the rest of the face, I like to use like the translucent or something that's not so brightening, but under the eyes, I definitely like the Secret Brightening. So then this is the IT Cosmetics medium, I think this is the medium Celebration Powder Foundation, and I'm using a Morphe brush to apply this to the face, and then we're going to go in and contour. This is the Morphe 9C palette. I really do like this palette. I've been using it a lot, and this is I think this is a Makeup Geek brush. I think so. So I'm applying it pretty heavily for a really stark kind of contour, and then I'm using my Delium's Tools brush to kind of blend it out so it's not so harsh, but just to get that initial line. I think this is, I'm pretty sure this is a Makeup Geek brush. So I'm just using that, and then we're going to blend it out with the Delium Tools just to make everything blend together nicely. And then to clean that up, we're going to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder underneath. So when you're done with that, we are going to contour the nose. Same thing as usual. I'm using my LA Girl Pro Conceal, and then I'm using this Luxie Beauty brush just to blend it out. This is my favorite brush, although I did find another one, and I believe it may be Zoeva, and I will be incorporating it in new videos. It's very similar, but it's a little bit smaller. After you're done contouring your nose, we're going to wipe away the powder that we had baking. So just take your foundation brush. This one is from Juvia's Place, and I am just using it to wipe away all that excess powder. And then we are going to go in with this brown shade from the Morphe palette, and we're going to sweep this on our lower lash line. I'm using a smudger brush, I believe from Sigma, so just sweep it on the lower lash line and keep sweeping and blowing it out as far as you want. And then we're going to go in with a smaller brush, and we're going to kind of focus it on that lower lash line. Now we're taking this deep kind of slate blue that we had used in the crease earlier and a flat definer, and we're going to smoke this on the lower lash line again just to give more definition. And then we're going back in with that pigment from Sugar Pill and just applying it on the inner corners in the middle of the bottom lash line. In hindsight, I probably wouldn't have applied it to the bottom lash line, but I already did it, so what can you do? So now we're just sweeping everything together, and now we're going in with these Frankie Rose blushes. These are super pretty and a little bit deeper and more mauve-y than I usually use, but I thought they would pair nicely with this cool toned look, so we're using that as blush. And then we're going to go in with highlighter. This is Gold Digger from Artist Couture. I love this. I use this a ton. And I'm using my Morphe M501, which I'm obsessed with. And we're applying this down the center of the nose, on the tops of the cheekbones, on the cupid's bow, just anywhere you want to be glowing and highlighting. If this is for New Year's Eve, you obviously want to be glowing and go all out. So now we're just going to apply some mascara to blend our lashes in with our falsies, and then we are going to go on to lips. I want to do a neutral lip just because sometimes when you have such crazy like glam eyes, I just feel like it gets weird if you do too much of a crazy lip. So I'm just using my normal nude liner from MAC, and then we're going to do the lip stain as usual, and then I'm applying Melt Cosmetics Nude, and that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a safe and happy holiday and a fun New Year's Eve. I love you guys, and I will have more videos coming your way. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.